what we've been all waiting for. Except it doesn't have the turbo with it, but...
ETS turbo.
Yeah, let's not pull it out like that.
ETS turbo kit. Oh yeah.
God damn it.
There's probably the turbo down there.
Yeah.
Just wash it.
Just wash it, yeah. It's clean.
Yeah, you're definitely not going to be restrictive. Oh, actually, that was the last piece, but yeah, a little coupler.
Goes on the turbo.
Inlet coupler, yep. And that is big boy.
It's gonna be nice. My keepies. Excited for the... Oh, he's a hunk. Welcome to Student Drivers. This is Alex. It's been a long time. Luckily, I have some big news on the car. Entirely new turbo kit. We went with the ETS dual wastegate turbo kit. We have a 6266 on the car now. Right now it's only on wastegate, so I can't really do anything fun with it, but my butt dyno says we're still around like that 440, 480 range on pump gas right now, 92. I've just been dialing in the idle right now, but yeah, let's talk about it, show you it, talk about the struggle. Wow. Everyone, so here we have it. It's hot as balls right now because I was just ripping on it just a little bit. Just a couple of things with the turbo kit. It's not tuned completely yet. Like I said, I do my own little tuning here and there just to get the idle correct and the wide open throttle pulls on wastegate. I haven't really tested dialing back any boost or anything like that. We are actually just taking vacuum off of the compressor right now. So yeah, I'll just talk about it a little bit, show you guys it, maybe do a little ripper or two. But yeah, let's see. Pretty much everything's changed. Only things that I'm still running really are going to be the fuel system related stuff, catch cans, which if you are going to be going big power, I would probably recommend stay away from the dual catch cans. If you're 550 area, they seem to do their job, but you'll have the dreaded oil dipstick flying off to the moon. But yeah, let's talk about it here. So a couple things that I jimmy rigged for the time being is this is being held to by a zip tie right now to keep it away from the accessory belt down there. That's a temporary fix. I just haven't gotten the clip from ETS yet. And then of course this is for the 4-inch intake. So you have to have the 4-inch if you do decide to run this. But yeah, it's a pretty basic setup, I have to say. I mean, I haven't really done anything too wild or crazy. Let me see why that I don't like that right there. Let's let you go over here, buddy. There we go. Awesome. But yeah, it's just hasn't been routed to the boost controller or anything yet right now. It's just all that's plugged until we decide to start ramping in boost. And I am trying to figure out a good heat shield for this. This still gets really freaking hot. But I will say, compared to the last setup where we were running the map manifold, this is way cooler. It doesn't radiate as much heat, and yes, we are still running a plastic valve cover. It seems like it's not quite melting anything over there, although yeah, we're gonna have to start looking into that here soon. Yeah, it's getting a little toasty down there. You can see it is melting the little nips there where the bolts connect. This is completely wrapped. I still need to clean that up there. So yeah, biggest complaint I have about the kit so far is the wastegates. I actually had to make a very jimmy rig bracket to push the wastegates that way. They run really, really freaking close to your drive shaft. It will, if you hear like a knocking sound when you first install this kit, it's not your motor dying. I thought it was, but it's not. It's just your wastegates tapping the drive shaft. All in all, fantastic kit. I could already feel the car opening up quite a bit more than my previous setup. Car runs better. Of course, I have made some adjustments to the idle, so maybe that has something to do with it. But yeah, one thing that I would say should be a concern for anybody running this is if you look there, all the insulation is starting to lift because it is getting really hot. Just be careful. I don't push the car very hard right now, so I'm not too concerned, but I am going to get a turbo blanket, probably from English Racing once it gets sent in there for tune in the next 3 weeks. I am having the kit readjusted just because I don't feel like taking it apart. I don't want to run that bracket for right now to push the wastegates, but you can see one of the little wastegates right there, a little baby wastegate. It definitely controls the boost a lot better. It doesn't spike like it used to every now and then, especially in colder weather. But yeah, again, for heat shielding, make sure that that's protected. That does get very freaking hot. I still debating on if I'm going to do something now or later on that, but I think if anybody knows of a good heat shield for the ETS kits that blocks all that stuff off right there from the downpipe, please let me know. Put a link in the description. I haven't really found one that I like, and I can't use my map one anymore because there's just not enough room. Maybe I can cut it. I don't know. I would hate to cut heat shield like that though, but that's besides the point. One thing that I am running into an issue with too is the heat shield for this. It keeps getting hot air blown into it by the radiator, so I'll need to fab up something that actually can block that off. We have the radiant catch can in the way, so that has been a problem. We are still planning to run flex fuel on the car. Right now it's just on 92 for the time being, just until we are able to get this on the dyno. And you know, I would suggest anybody kind of going for these power goals or horsepower goals or whatever you plan to do with your car, get a Tactrix cable and a Windows laptop just to watch the car. I have been watching it. It seems to be doing pretty well. Gosh, any other complaints about this kit? Oh yeah, wrap. That stuff sucks. You're gonna have fiberglass in your hands 4 to 5 days minimum. Like I'm never doing this again. Don't ask me to help you with your car if you got this shit on it. This freaking sucked. I'm never doing that again. All in all, the kit was a little bit of a pain in the ass because it was used. I got an absolutely screaming deal on this kit. People who have been looking at these kits know how expensive they are. They're around $5,000 to $4,500. I got this whole thing here. Turbo needed to be rebuilt, of course. He threw that in, but I got the whole thing for $1,600, and I sold my old kit for around $3,500 to $4,000. So not only am I going to pick up efficiency, I picked up some heat. Oh god, I can't talk right now. I was able to drop the under the hood temperatures quite a bit by the wrap. I'm assuming as soon as I throw the turbo blanket on there too, it's going to be even lower. You can feel, even on the stock tune on my wastegate map, this is picking up. The exhaust gases are escaping way faster than they were before. The car literally wanted to take off to the moon on the old tune, so that's a good sign that we did pick up quite a bit of efficiency as well. Best kit on the market. Fitment is very, very tight, but like very, very minimal room for error with those wastegate tubes. Also, don't go 4-bolt. That was actually a huge pain in the ass. The 4 bolts I'm referring to is right here, these 4. The pipe is bent like in a specific way that makes it very difficult to get those nuts on there. I had to fight with that for easily an hour. That was probably one of the harder parts of putting on this kit. But all in all, will I ever go back to a stock location turbo? Absolutely not. Anybody who's thinking about copying my old setup, do as you wish, but I am going to deter you away from that just because the car has picked up so much efficiency, and even on lower boost, it seems like it's making more power. Right now, it's only on 18 pounds, and the car scoots compared to what it was on 23 pounds, I believe, on my other car, or other setup with the Garrett. Garrett is a much better, nicer turbo component-wise, but the precision just is so much more my style. It hits harder. I think we even picked up spool by about 200 to 300 RPM, so it's a good setup. I love it. And for those who haven't seen the car before, just to kind of run through what's on the car, we have the full radium fuel delivery system with 2 Marlboro 450s in the back. And then we, of course, got the fuel rail regulator. And then we're also running ID 1300s, which if you are planning on making 550 or more, probably get rid of these and go with 1650s or 2150 FIC injectors. And then, of course, the radium dual catch cans. I didn't do a lot of research when I bought these. I got it because they matched, and eventually this whole engine bay is going to have a more of a green and red theme going on for it. I want it to look kind of like reminiscent of the Joker, because that's the name of the car. And then, yeah, I would probably say get rid of these is probably my next big thing. Synapse diverter valve, it seems to be holding the boost pretty well, although I would like to switch to tile and go with a purple one if I could. ETS 4-inch intake, ETS 3.5-inch intercooler. I thought it was 4-inch when I bought the car, but it is 3.5. Another efficiency spot there is probably switching that intercooler out to a 4-inch. And then, yeah, just pretty standard car, to be honest. I do like it. My favorite mod to the entire car is definitely going to still be this short shifter. I did take off the extension. It seems like it shifts a little bit better. Excuse the mess. It's been sitting for a while. ETS turbo back exhaust, ETS Extreme, which I am probably going to be getting rid of that ETS axle back and switching to like a muffler style setup just because it is so freaking loud. I gotta watch my language. But yeah, all in all, thank you for following the car so far. I can't say enough great things about these cars. I absolutely love it. I always toss back and forth selling it, getting rid of it, but I think it's here to stay for now. At least until I change my mind in 24 hours, and then probably still decide to keep it in either way. But yeah, any questions on the kit that I didn't cover, please feel free to reach out to me, and then we'll go ahead and start having a discussion about it. But it's pretty basic nuts and bolts. But one thing I will preach is heat is always a problem with these rear-mounted turbos. A lot of people say that they don't have any issues. I'd say it's better safe than sorry. There's a pretty good amount of these that catch fire because that gets way too hot back there. So, yeah, don't do what I'm doing. Run a turbo blanket. Plan on buying that if you do end up running one of these rear-mounted turbo kits. But yeah, welcome to Student Drivers. Hopefully we get more content coming here for you soon. We actually have a Washness Media video that we're going to upload here soon where they did Smurf. So, yeah.